Hi Capricorns, it's Sonia of True Light Guide bringing your August 2018 angel reading and energy forecast. You're very direct and you like to multitask, so we're going to just roll with the energy because they said pull the cards while you talk about the astrology and updates. Sorry this is a little bit late. There's two main reasons. Number one, I finally accomplished something I was really setting out to do, which is my Energy Foundations course. It's an online training program to help you build the right foundations for your energy. If you're getting stuck, swayed, empaths, and you're taking on too much energy, or highly sensitive people, finding other people's stuff swamping you, this is going to get you centered. It's about living from a full cup. Not necessarily that what you put in your cup, but rather that your cup doesn't have any holes, so that when your life pours into you, the opportunities that you need, you're holding on to that energy and living and really experiencing the now, right? Number two is also that this is a special forecast for the astrology. Because we're having an August 11th retrograde, there's going to be some things that are going to shake up. It's the third and final eclipse out of 3 in a short period of time. It's about 30 days. So ultimately we're finding out what that's going to do for your energy. There's a special reading just for that. From there, we're going to tap into what's happening in your love life. We're going to see what you can do in your career and ultimately your own personal growth, what you need to feel fulfilled and centered in your life. So they're just like moving fast with you. In the readings, we're going to have 3 cards for each one. The first card is really what you're going to be dealt. This is the hand you're being dealt. You're just going to have to deal with what's coming. And there's 2 ways to handle that. You can deal with it in the way of an obstacle, which is really dealing with an outside power struggle. Okay, you're trying to control outside people and events. Not really the most efficient way to use your energy, and ultimately not where your power lies. Or you can step into your opportunity. Opportunity is about alignment, getting centered, okay? My course helps with that. And the advice will help you on what you need to do to get into your personal power to make the most of what comes to you. If you do that, we're going to see what outcome ultimately comes to you. For the first reading, we're dealing with the actual August 11th solar eclipse that's going to be happening. And that's going to shake up ways of where you feel a sense of accomplishment, okay? Where you're feeling that you've done a wonderful job, your projects, your careers, your scholarships. Oh, that reminds me, a little bit of astrology we didn't touch on. Speaking of moving forward, lots of planets are in retrograde, so things feel like they're on hold. Mars is in retrograde, the planet of productivity and anger. So make sure that you're setting forth boundaries. Getting also some jealousy energy. Sometimes competitive energy isn't competitive, it's just jealousy. Acknowledge that where you're experiencing it for yourself and where you're witnessing that with other people. Mercury is also in retrograde during this time, so the subconscious beliefs are coming to the surface. So I feel like where you want to be logical, but illogical emotions and things that don't fit are kind of like pieces of the puzzle that need to be solved. So where are you going to make the most of the opportunity of this retrograde? Well, Capricorn, it's really about understanding that hard work leads to success. And being determined, being consistent is really what you need at this time. And to love life, to love the beauty that exists today. Leaving your happiness in the future or only with your accomplishments and the recognition you get of your accomplishments isn't going to help you. Okay? It's as though you're getting all of that out there, but you're not feeling it here. So you're going to have to switch up the way you're doing things, because ultimately they're saying it's a time where you can no longer keep doing what you're doing. Things do need to change, and you're being resistant to that, especially in financial compensation and the need for social compensation or energetic compensation. That's kind of a big deal right now. They're saying you need to understand to temper your energy so that it's more consistent, more centered, more stable. Okay? If you haven't gotten or signed up for my newsletter, I really would recommend that you do. I just did this week a blog post about really, being centered and not allowing your emotional energy to swing too much, because, excited happy has an equal opposite, and that's excited or passionate, anger, sadness, all of that. You need to come more center and also fill your own cup. Give to yourself what you need. and not just use external circumstances to help you. If you're on a spiritual path, you're probably already learning that. If you have skills and tool sets for that, use them intuitively. It's going to take work, but it's going to give you good reward. And if you don't, check out my Energy Foundations course. It might be what you need. So what's going to happen? What's coming to you in the way of love? Some logical, fast forward, want to take action energy, but I feel like not everyone's on board with you. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to be engaged with other people and connect. And I feel like people are just like, oh, I can't deal with life right now. And you're just like, but what? Like, you're driven. You're ready to move forward. How you make the most out of this opportunity is to notice where luck and resources do find you. Where are things moving forward? Where are things working out really well? That's how you step into your own power, okay? There's a change in job or promotion that wants to find you. So maybe your energy is going to be better off over in your career life, which actually has a card of change as an outcome. So where you're driving so much energy into your relationships because that's where you feel like you're getting recognition or feel like that's where your power is, they're going to ask you to change that up. That energy needs to be redirected a little bit. If you do that, you'll instinctually know what to do, okay? Having passion for the cause and really taking action in an appropriate way. So don't lean on your relationships to fill that space where you need that validation to feel all those things, because they say your career wants to move forward and what you want to do is spend time on your relationships. They're like, redirect the energy. Because what's coming about is your career life is saying you're just not seeing things clearly. You're feeling stuck, you're uncertain, you don't know how to move forward. So they say, okay, this mindset, this, common obstacle that you keep encountering, this is an energy block. What this means is that if you keep encountering the same situation no matter where you go, the same problems come up, the same, ultimately what this is that there's an emotion that needs to be felt and a lesson that needs to be integrated, okay? You got methods to do it, do it. If not, again, my course will help you. But ultimately, that is what you're encountering. How you step into this is understanding that two hearts here are dedicated to creating something wonderful. Your relationship supports you in your career to take the steps that you need to, okay? So allow yourself to feel that sense of security, that you are being supported, to be interdependent, to have your own career, to have your own life, and don't give up on those you love. Understand that they're there for you. If you do this, you can change your life. This is a higher arcana, a card of change, a card of prosperity is what they're saying, but ultimately change has to come from you. Don't wait for your relationships to change. Don't wait for your career to change. Change it up in here and things around you will start to move. It says there's a revelation that will offer you freedom, okay? This is so beautiful. I love this because it literally says, you can be free is the very first words. That's going to show up backwards, but whatever. It says you can be free, that you just need to set yourself free. And this says sudden revelations that offer you freedom, okay? So this is really, really cool. This card of advice is saying you can be interdependent. Don't blame it on anyone else what happened in your career. Tap in here, know that you're supported and loved, and move forward, because they say break free of procrastination. You're waiting for somebody else to take action for you, and that's where you need to change it up. Embrace opportunities that change brings. This is not about anyone else, needing to fill your confidence so you can make things happen. This is about you owning your own confidence, owning your actions, take the initiative, move forward, okay? So there's some good things that come through there. Yes, time to move forward into what you need to feel fulfilled for yourself. So ultimately, what is this? You're really going to be encountering this sense of, self-brilliance, self-reliance, that yes, it's not a time of relationships, but rather of career. And that, you like to go to your comfort zone, to go to the people who give you the recognition that you need, who say maybe what you want to hear. It's not about that. It's about you being interdependent and seeking out, what it is you need for your career. So what's going to really make you feel fulfilled, what your growth is really asking you to do this month, is to see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? See what it is you're working towards. I see you looking at all the work you need to do, and then you feel overwhelmed, you feel overworked, and what's happening is that you're leaning on your relationship too much, which is causing stress over there. And they're just like, no. Just see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that the discomfort is only temporary, and that you book travel, book some vacation so that you can reconnect in your relationship and also give yourself a break and, some time to recover from, the energy it takes to do change, especially in the way of career. So that is ultimately what you need to do. Book a vacation. You're going to solve two problems with one action. What comes out of that is some self-passion, okay? Tapping into your passionate energy, your creativity, your fun, your adventure. That is the beautiful outcome that will come out of this. So, now that we've done your energy forecast, I do want to tap more into my Energy Foundations course, because this might be the key for some of you to actualize what you need. In this retrograde season, and this also like the eclipse season that we're having, what we're encountering is our autopilots, where we just automatically react to what's coming to us. And if you know laws of attraction, if you understand how to create in life from a spiritual perspective, what is inside here, what is happening with you, the world is mirroring and reflecting. If you own that this is what I can have, this is who I am, and you hold on to that regardless of what the life shows you, life will eventually mirror what's going on in here. You feel confident, you feel centered, you feel successful, right? Connected to yourself and your own success, then the world will mirror that to you. And when it doesn't, your confidence isn't going to be rocked because you know and believe in yourself. Ultimately, the Energy Foundations course is about living from a full cup. If your cup has a hole in it, what happens is all those compliments and all that recognition that you're getting, that they keep saying, it just pours out, meaning that you constantly need a refill. You constantly need to seek out another source to help you feel better about the current circumstances. You need your relationship to fill that space so you can feel confident enough to do the work you need in your career. What happens is you're leeching energy both from yourself, other areas of your life, and from other people, instead of living from a place that is healthy and more interdependent. Energy Foundations course helps you close that gap. If you're an empath, you're also letting other people's problems and worries get in there, and it just creates more chaos, okay? So, the Energy Foundations course helps you give to yourself what you need each day so that you close that gap, and ultimately when life pours good things into you, that you hold on to that. They're able to experience the joy of your now. The Energy Foundations also helps you to process your negative thoughts and emotions without worry that it's going to upset your overall sense of well-being or create negative outcomes. When you're able to feel confident about yourself, regardless of what's happening out there, and honor and really tap into your own power, what you're doing is saying, I feel upset about that situation over there, but my life feels successful and I feel confident about myself. If you have your confidence or your needs tied to an outside situation and outcome, ultimately what you're doing is putting a hole in your cup. And as long as that situation's there, it's blocking or plugging that hole. But the minute that outcome leaves, that person, you don't get the result you need, that hole opens back up. The Foundations course closes that for you, creates a really good center, and is really beautiful. And I feel for some of you it's the right answer. I'm going to put the link for that below, and if you can't find the details, just leave a comment. I'd be happy to reply to you to send you the details or answer any questions that you have. So until we meet again next month, Capricorns, ciao for now.